Yeah. It's the Friday vibe, the Hugo Smoke Show. No work on the horizon, let the good times flow. Grab a smoke, let's light it up. Stream the show, it's time to erupt. Kick back, unwind, let the laughter ring. Weekends calling, let's smoke and sing. Hugo Smokes is here, the party's alive. Join the fun, this is where we thrive. It's the Friday vibe, the Hugo Smoke Show. No work on the horizon, let the good times flow. Grab a smoke, let's light it up. Stream the show, it's time to erupt. Kick back, unwind, let the laughter ring. Weekends calling, let's smoke and sing. Hugo Smokes is here, the party's alive. Join the fun, this is where we thrive. Let the laughter ring. Weekends calling, let's smoke and sing. Hugo Smokes is here, the party's alive. Join the fun, this is where we thrive.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 52 of the Tgif show. What is everybody doing this morning? Go ahead and take some roll call, see who's here. And I could actually take these off. I just like having these on so I can listen to the intro and then I'll take them off. And then I have them here just in case like anybody wants to join. You know, I gotta have some audio equipment or some speakers, whatever. But we got Camping Cigars, my man from the East Coast. What's up, brother? Buenos dias. Good morning. AJ, close second, bro. No worries. Good morning, bro. Thanks for tuning in. Cigar Apostle, thanks, bro. Thanks. I appreciate that feedback. AI music, bro. It's the best, you know? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You can't beat it, man. Fucking drop some fucking lyrics in there. Tell it what beat you want. Cooks it up for you like this, bro. 2 minutes. It's the best thing ever. AI is pretty crazy. We got Uncle Lou in the house. Having a cigar. What are you smoking, Luke? What are you smoking, bro? Thanks for tuning in, bro. Good morning. Hey. Hey, it's a trend, man. It's a trend. You know, you got to jump on the hype train. We got what else we got there? We got Mi Havana Steven. What's up, Steven? Good morning, bro. Hell yeah. Cigar Apostle saying happy Friday, bro. TGIF. Easiest way to get a solid theme song. Yeah, man. It's true. Like, and plus it's you know, it's considered original material. You have to worry about getting hit with copyright warnings on any, well, especially just YouTube, right? And nobody else really does a big deal about it. Yeah, because other than the AI music, you have that those free sites where they're, you know, not copyrighted or whatever, right? Free. But yeah, man, AI music's awesome for intros, outros, even background music. Bolivar Belicosos Finos. Oh, banger, bro. It's not even Cuban Sunday yet, bro. You fucking, hell yeah, flexing. Flexing, my boy. Awesome. Definitely a great cigar, man. Um, definitely a great cigar. And if you like Bolivar, I recommend the Royal Corona, which is basically a Robusto, I think. Um, yeah, phenomenal cigar. But oh, we got my boy Sergio on Instagram. What's up, man? What's happening, brother? And I wanted to share what I'm smoking today. It is a also a Belicoso, but this one is let me do the YouTuber thing. Can I? There's too much light in here, but it is and there you go. The wrapper doesn't help, right? It's super white. It's um it's a house blend, Reserva Especial from Mi Havana, and this one is a B&M here in um Pomona, California. Used to be a member of this lounge um about a year and a half ago. Um ever since I started like amassing a collect just because, and also because of the YouTuber thing, it just takes a lot of time, right? Um so the time I would spend driving over there and coming back and chilling right there is now what I use to record videos and stuff like that, right? So but nevertheless, it's a phenomenal place. The only uh, cigar lounge that I know that has three stories. First story is obviously your got your cashier, got your humidor, lockers for the VIP members, smoking area, big TV, stage for a band. The owner's Cuban, so he always has like events like on Friday for the members. Member only. Well, you can non-members can attend, but there's like a minimum, obviously, right? Um, but yeah, so that's the first floor. Second floor. So if you can imagine this, uh, the ceiling is high on the first floor on like half of the building, so it goes up to the second floor, right? So that big wall that has like I don't know how many TVs put together, it works out to be like a maybe like a 15 by 15 big square, something like that. It's huge. So that can be seen from the part of the second floor. The second floor is kind of shaped like an L, around the perimeter, right above the footprint of the first floor. So there's like an overhang, right? Open ceiling concept, first and second floor. And the second floor is where you can actually like, you know, have a good time. They have a pool table, they have a poker table, and I'm not sure if they have darts, but they have those two for sure. More TVs on the side. Um, awesome furniture to smoke. Nice, comfortable chairs. They're all leather, obviously, right? What's up, Kuno? Good morning, bro. And so yeah, so this cigar is from there. Oh, and the third floor is actually a venue. Well, it used to be. I haven't been there in a while, but there's a reason why I'm smoking the cigar. I haven't been there in a while. But the third floor, from what I remember, used to be open space, so it was mainly for events. And if you're a VIP member, you would get the you would have access to that. I think for 4 hours once a year. So birthday party, whatever, right? So awesome place to have that. And you can also rent it, like after you used up that privilege. But so my point being is that tomorrow there's an event there that was brought up to me by my boy Epicurean Smokes. They're gonna have a smoke and bourbon night, and we're gonna go and have a good time. Hopefully, well, we are right. But I remember that I had this cigar, and I never. This is, I guess, it's a Connecticut. Um, I don't exactly remember. Right, it looks like very light shade, but I never smoked the Connecticut shades. There, I would always smoke their Maduro house blends, and um, and then just get other stuff from their humidor, right? But I remember I had this lighter shade one, so I was like, oh, let me smoke it. If I like it, I'll pick some up tomorrow. I mean, it's not like if the place is far, I can make it out there whenever. But I usually don't go out that way because I usually go towards like the LA west side, and that place is on like going east from my house. But yeah, but I really enjoyed their Maduro blends, especially their Lanceros. So for sure gonna pick some up tomorrow. And if I ended up liking this lighter shade, pick a few up. I don't remember what other Vitolos they have, but my buddy that used to go with me always used to pick this one up, and he's not like a hardcore cigar smoker, but he would enjoy it. You know what I mean? Said it wasn't that rough, pretty smooth. Um, so yeah, so let's see how it goes. I mean, it's starting off um okay. It's got like definitely some dry oak note on the palate that's kind of like drying out my palate. The spice is just like a very light cumin and white pepper spice. The retrohale is pretty creamy, semi nutty, just a tad of sweetness on it, and there's like a spicy wood note on the retrohale. It's probably like oak or hickory, something like that, maybe cedar. Not sure yet. It's still developing, but there's already like a little burn issue here, which I'm gonna address because um I don't want the cigar to be going out on me. All right, looks like that caught on good. So yeah, so we're gonna be hitting that up tomorrow. Hopefully, we have a good time. And for sure, dude. I mean, you can tell when it's AI music, right? Like it's got like these original beats and lyrics. Um, right, Pick Jimmy, and I think he has a few iterations of it. I noticed that he changes it up. I'm sure he's got like two, three. It's so easy, right? And when you, by the way, thank you Epicurean Smokes because he's the one that shot me that website because he was the one I noticed had it. I don't know if he had it first, but I noticed it on his videos, and I was like, oh, let me check it out. So he shot me the link. But yeah, so you get like two or three iterations depending on the website. The one I use gives me two, so that's cool. You have a choice. And obviously, I already answered that. Yes, yes, we are. And I got a few other cats pulling up as well. What's up, Sean? Good morning, bro. Good morning. Welcome to the TGIF show, episode 52. I didn't realize 52 is a milestone. 52 weeks is 1 year. So it's been a little bit longer because I missed like, 2 or 3 for whatever reason. So number 52. Um, wish I would have prepared myself better with a better cigar, but it just worked out like that, right? For celebration purposes, but it is what it is. Thanks for tuning in, Benito. Good morning. Thanks, bro. Yeah, man. I bleed blue. From the back row. What's up, man? Good morning. Are you done? Oh, obviously, yeah. Driving home, you're done. By the way, thanks for looping that package. Um, so you guys always hear me rant like, don't pay over MSRP on cigars, right? Like, we should form our coalition, an understanding like, let's not fucking give into these over price gouged secondary market retailers, right? So I saw some cigars that I wanted to try on a certain website where they're not overpriced or any price gouging. Actually, quite the opposite. They always have deals, but they charge the California tax because they actually ship out of touch it over here, out of the Valley, Burbank, or Sherman Oaks, or something like that. So it was quite a significant amount of taxes I was going to pay. Like a good chunk of um of the balance, right? So I was like, "Hey, Matt, can I send you these cigars and then just loop them back to me?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "All right, cool. I'll send them to you." Always, obviously, I already have his address. We always exchange cigars. Um, so send them, and then pirate ship, create the label. You send the label, you email it. They'll just slap it on the box, send it back to you. You know what I mean? And you can do that almost with any retailer, right? Like, I just need a few cigars for the channel. If I like it, I'll find a way to buy a box or a 5 pack. Um, but it's a good way to avoid that price gouging, right? Especially the people that are here in California. Our selection of the new releases are very limited. So it's a great way to get around that. Um, and obviously, like, he's doing me a favor. I've done him favors. We send each other cigars. So it's a two-way street. It's not only a one-way street. So it's good to have those types of connections. You know what I mean? Yeah, bro. The new so I have the old school one, the Corojo. I think Sal gifted it to me in a birthday bomb. He knows I love Lanceros. The man brings me like a whole fucking bag of like just Lanceros, including the Cohiba 2016, or I don't know what the fuck it was. Fucking phenomenal cigar, dude. But yeah, so those are the new blends, the Wiseman. Um, I have the blue El Huehuense, which is the old school branding, right? So yeah, I'm excited to try those, bro. That shit's funny, dude. I'm stalking in the bushes. That fucking meme, bro, where the fucking guy's like, I see you. Ah, man, that shit's funny, dude. ¿Qué pasa, papi? Great show last night. I love the Suma. Um, aside from the elegancia, and we actually have three favorite ferrotegos. The Suma, I smoked it in Robusto, but now that you guys tried the Corona Gorda, because that's my jam too, aside from Lanceros, right? It's a thinner ring gauge. I'm gonna give it a try. But I think I either smoked it in Toro or Robusto, and I'm not even sure if I have it out yet. Like I have so many fucking videos. Mm, I might be saving it because I have like the Sterling, and I forget what other one. Might be saving it to do like a Ferrotego week or something like that. But yeah, another cigar that I really enjoyed personally is the Prestige line, specifically in Corona Gorda also, or Corona, whatever they have. It's called the Especiales, 6.5 by 42, 40, something like that. Phenomenal cigar. That was one of the first cigars in which I was able to pick out specific notes on the retro hill. So I always have, it's always gonna have a special place in my heart, you know. Um, but yeah, great show. The whole thing with the John Alchemist and fucking Johnny OCD, bro. He's fucking funny as fuck, dude. I know what it is. I know what it is. If this cigar is what I know what it is, what I think it is, um, I don't think I'll make shade night for a smoke out lounge, but at least I'll pop by and say hi. Oh yeah, we're gonna have shade night today in the smoke out lounge. Peter, since you say you never know anything, you're here, so you're listening. So if you're available, pop in. Just bring your shade cigar. If you don't have a shade cigar, I mean, who doesn't have a shade cigar, right? Just bring whatever, dude. It's just for the purpose of having a good time, good smoke. Um, Bourbon Grinch in the house. What's up, brother? What are you smoking? Got my boy Epicure868 on Instagram. What's up, bro? Cheers, cheers, cheers. What you got, bro? I got a private blend from Mi Havana. Oh, by the way, not sure if Alex Glass has anything to do with this blend because, as you guys remember, he had some type of partnership or still does with this cigar lounge. So I don't know if he makes it tomorrow. Maybe we'll have a conversation about these cigars with them. But he said he was busy, so I don't know. Um, I really want to, have a smoke with that guy in person because he's a chill cat, man. What kind of flavors, maricon? So, fruity pebbles, fruit tart cake. Nah, dude. So that was one of the first cigars in which I picked up like the nutty tones on the retro hail, and you know, I that's the way I interpret it. Again, cigar flavor notes are very subjective, as everybody knows. You might pick up something else and describe it as, I don't know, these nuts. I'm kidding. But yeah, I enjoy that cigar. I think I just smoked my last one, or I gave it out to somebody. I forget, but I need to pick some more up. Right, or selected tobacco night, because it's you know, you can bring on Alfonso. I mean, there's so many great shade cigars. The thing is that it's late at night, so like, you know, hopefully, um, I'm not gonna smoke anything after this cigar, so my palate can cleanse. I have a Byron 21st Century Elegantes. I have what's my other choice? Davidoff Diademas Finas. Obviously, I have, like, you know, Atabase, the Connecticut's. So yeah, but I'm gonna go with the Elegantes. I haven't smoked in a while. I was thinking that or the Alfonso, but the Alfonso that I have, they're in the tubos, so I don't really want to smoke those here at home because I like carrying them in my pocket, you know. So I'll probably take it somewhere and smoke it. I don't know. Nice white label. Can't go wrong with the white label, bro. I mean, if you like those, you know, buttery, nuanced notes. Some people don't. Some people like more the black label or dark label Davidoff. But bro, what the fuck? I know. I was like, when I started that fucking that thread, um that thread. So I was laughing. You guys were like, shade. I know you guys were fucking around, but like it makes I didn't think of it like that. You know, I was like, and I'm usually like quick on the fucking, you know, quick with it, quick on the trigger. What's up, Art Garcia? Good morning, bro. Good morning, Steph on Instagram. Um, Sorry, I got two screens going on. But dude, that shit was funny. Like that shit was pretty cool. Good one. You guys got me on that one. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure. You know, I'm sure that yeah, you got like I'm almost like 100% sure that like the Kedor says it's a shade wrapper, dude. It's got to be right. Like it's so light, bro. It's so light. You just get the, you know, for the gram. But yeah, we'll see. Yeah, bring your Cubans, bring whatever fucking banners that make me look like fucking Casper. What's up? Oh, so this is a house blend for a cigar B&M that's here in Pomona, California. Mi Havana cigars. I basically talked the whole thing about the lounge. I used to be a member there, but I'm smoking it because we're going to an event tomorrow. Steven, I'm pretty sure Oscar's there. I don't know if Steven invited Matt and Marvin. I think Marvin's busy. I don't remember. But they're going to have a smoke and bourbon night, and we're all going to pull up. And I never smoked this cigar from there. I always used to smoke their Maduro. They have a Lancero. It's phenomenal. And so I'm smoking it to see if I like it so I can pick some up tomorrow. Listen, Peter, if I was to have the unbanded pack, I would probably have a collection bigger than DC. Okay, just because, yeah, I tune in to your guys' show, and you know, and I tune in and out because I'm usually doing stuff with my girl on Thursday nights. Unless it happens to be a rare occasion where she's not here, and then you know I'll catch the whole show. Right, that's one. Number two, um, you got small batch, so they got the California thing. Whenever you able to loop around that, I'll get like a month just to try it out. Because I'm being honest, bro. Like it's gonna sit there. Like if I don't have the time, and it's for me, it's like I told DCL, like, dude, so what's the purpose of having it and us being able to smoke along with the guys? You know, like, all right, cool, you have that cigar, and if it's a banger, like, cool, you have a fucking banger, but you didn't go through the experience, you know. So that's the whole purpose of having of having that membership, right? To go through the experience of you guys and comparing flavor notes. But yeah, I mean, I heard that you guys were kind of like working out something. I asked JB because he was smoking like a different cigar right away, and I was like, "Oh shit, you finished the Bandit cigar?" And then he's like, "Nah, I don't have it since they changed over to small batch." And and um and I was like, "Yeah, I feel you, dude. Like I'm in the same boat. You know, I know exactly what he meant." Epicure 868 said, "What happened to the house blend reviews?" So um so this is what I'm doing now. Like the house blends, I want to smoke them on Fridays, just because, for example, this one, like nobody's gonna be able to get this one unless, like, you know, they ask me and I go pick up a few and I'll send them out. But you know, stuff like that, stuff that you can't really acquire, I'll just smoke it here, you know, throw in a few Fuente Fridays, and whatnot. So yeah, so that's that. Smoke signals with Sosa. What's up, bro? What are you doing on Instagram? What the heck? Yeah, shots fired. Um, very shade cigar, sun grown. Yeah. Now, okay, you're just talking about the rapper because there's so many, right? Like, you see, I remember that one time, you know, we were at the. Remember, we went to that event at Triple Eight in Fullerton, and like you were smoking it, and then like you know you had like the earbuds on and shit. But yeah, you know what? Just because I'm a good sport, I'm gonna go ahead and pay, you know, for a month of that membership. And but I gotta pick a month where like I know I'm not gonna be that busy, so I can at least catch like a good like 2 episodes. You know, the other two then I can smoke later. That's fine. But you know, for the experience, it's a good deal. But as far as like recurring, like every month, I'm gonna be like Steven. See, he's got like a whole shelf of like unbanded cigars. Hey, just let me know because I know you know. I know you know. Let me know a month that you're gonna have bangers. Don't tell me. You don't have to tell me what they are, obviously, but tell me a month that it's like, hey, I think you will enjoy these cigars. Like, pick it up this month because I know you picked those fucking cigars. Well, why? I mean, there's some bangers in there, bro. There's some bangers in there. You know, like they smoked a lot of good cigars, so that's kind of like a plus. You know, like I said, like we're always experimenting. You know, I'm always that budget that I would use for like let's say the unbanded pack is like a budget I'm using now to explore other cigars, right? New releases or cigars that I want to try, you know, like a 2, 3 sticks, whatever. So I don't know. Um you know, it just it's like, hey, this is like the bejiques that you get, right? Uh like the bejiques you got, the unbanded ones. I wouldn't be mad if I gift it if I got a unbanded bejique. You said they're phenomenal, you know. So cigar page, bro, cigar page. What are you gonna do? fucking cigar page with fucking afterpay. Yeah. Well, let me know what month you're gonna have bangers in there. Obviously, you don't gotta say like, hey, you know. I mean, obviously, there's not gonna be like the whole pack's bangers, right? I mean, they're gonna have a few. Okay, no, it's not cheating. It's just like it's not cheating. I'm just saying, I mean, and not to say like bangers, but cigars that you would say like, oh yeah, you might enjoy these. You know what I like, like medium bodied or full, but like it's dynamic or whatever. Uh yeah, well, you have to mix, you have to mix it in, bro. You have to mix it in. So um Tactical Puff, what's up, bro? He said I was in Tokyo during the Dodgers game, not intentionally. It was crazy. Fuck, dude. I bet, bro. Fucking bucket list right there, bro. Go catch a Dodger game in Japan. Hell yeah. Wait, what's up? Can't see your episode. Bad cigars are entertaining. I think they build character, bro. They build character definitely, and they build your stamina, your endurance. Oh man, uh, yeah, dude. Matt's fucking funny, dude. He's a character. So busy right now, though, right? With the whole new project. What's up, Cigar Gal Tiff on Instagram? Good morning. What you got going on? Tactical Puff ran into the Dodgers manager on the street. Dave Roberts, huh? Did you talk to him? Did you get a picture? Or he seems pretty cool. I mean, you gotta, right? Steven wins everything, bro. This guy is like fucking Lucky Charms, bro. I'll be sure to take this fool to Vegas when I go gambling. He does. Tactical Puff says Dave Roberts is a super cool cat. Hell yeah. Tiff on Instagram, the Gargal 84, says she's smoking an Arsenio and drinking coffee. 1000% unproductive this morning. I would say that's actually the opposite. That sounds very productive to me. And the thing you should be doing on a Friday morning, right? But yeah, man. I mean, obviously most people work, no, not a lot of people have 410s like me or or have the or work from home on Fridays because you can smoke. But that's weird because I've asked some people that work from home, and aside from like Cigar Scope, um, obviously Steven, um, and I think Stogie Brody works from home now. Who else works from home? Fucking JD, right? But there's some people that don't like smoking and working. Um, for me, it's phenomenal. Like, because I got my setup here outside. Obviously, I don't smoke inside the house. Um, but but yeah, no, I mean, I could fucking work out here. Like, I'm still productive, man. Like, I got the cigar in one hand, got the fucking keyboard in the other, talking to the guys, fucking straight multitasking, dude. Uh, Yeah, I like it. Um, Sosa, phone is dying. What's new? Youngster Cigar 330. What's up, bro? Good morning. What are you smoking, bro? Let us know. Cigar Gal says smoking and working sounds perfect. It's a phenomenal pair. Phenomenal. Shut up, Steven. Yeah, Steven's like busting live appearances on Friday here, and then he's like got teams meeting on the side and shit. But according to JD, he's the one that's making our market go round. So fucking JD, he's phenomenal, dude. He's a gem. Exactly, exactly. Right, like Sean, he's got a field job. He smokes all day. He's got his crew working for him. You know what's up? Um, mm-hmm. Woof woof. It's a house blend from Mi Havana. I'm not sure if you've heard of this brand, Matt, but it's a fucking light. It is the there you go. It's Mi Havana. It's a B&M here in Pomona, California, and it's the place where like Alex Glez, it's got like a partnership or something like that, or some type of arrangement there. Um, by the way, did Steven invite you to that event tomorrow? There's a smoke and bourbon night um, through Eventbrite, I think. And so you get a. Oh, I forgot to say this, but during the event, they have a house roller there. Um, I don't know what leaves there are. I think Cuban seed. There's probably some Cuban tobacco in there. I don't know, but phenomenal house blends. There's gonna be a roller there, so you get a house custom roll, unbanded, and then you get to try the bourbons that they're gonna be offering there. So, and it's an Eventbrite, and I think it's it's $40. Tactical Puff on Instagram says, I work 6 months out of the year from home. Smoking a stick while banging away on the keyboard makes the time go by quick. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I smoke a cigar in the morning with coffee, hour and a half, whatever, depending on the vitola. Next thing you know, it's already lunchtime. Grab some lunch. Probably smoke an afternoon smoke and chop away. That's it. 10 hours, bro. Jumping into a meeting, love you, bro. No, Joto. Joto spelled with a J. Maricon. All right, bro. Have a good day if you don't come back. Uh, maybe, hopefully. But I tried the coca leaves in Peru, and I mean they don't really even the tea when it's unprocessed. It's just another fucking. It's just like a herbal type of essence. D Love, what's happening, brother? Good morning, bro. Thanks for tuning in, man. What are you smoking, bro? I'm smoking this house blend from this cigar lounge that's here nearby, Havana. Little light shade wrapper. Uh, so far it's okay. I like their Maduro better. So, and this fucking shade thing. Um, how would you recognize? I wouldn't. To be honest with you, I've never been exposed to fresh or not fresh, but like, you know, leaf or any kind of leaf. Well, actually, I've seen them there, but I've never actually. I don't want to go touch their stuff. Um, but that's a good question. Maybe today will be the day. I will ask them to let me see some of that leaf. But that's a good question. But maybe you'll recognize something, Ben, since you're growing your own plants and shit. Um, Hell yeah, nice, bro. Which one did you get? I got a 5 pack of the Toros Reales, maybe. I don't know. Matt really liked it, so I'm looking forward to it. Um, yeah. So, oh, nice. Hell yeah, dope. Yeah, I think I wanted to start with the Toro. I don't know. I enjoy the Toro Vitolos in Plasencia, so I was like, yeah, I'll just try the Toro. Again, the 660s, and I think I was talking to Matt about this. There's the natural, which is phenomenal, right? But I don't really gravitate to those bigger, which that one doesn't really feel like a 660, right? It's just weird. But yeah, we'll see. If I really enjoy that one, I'll just keep it at that. But if I don't, then I'll venture into the Robusto and the Gordo for sure, or Hexagon, whatever you're gonna call it. Oh, sick, sick. Felipe Gregorio. A lot of people tend to like that one. I wasn't able to grab it off of the small batch, right? Small batch, but maybe one day. Hell yeah, enjoy that cigar, man. Happy Friday, bro. Um, yeah, a lot of people do, right? Again, not a lot of people like 660s anymore, but including myself. But yeah, and it doesn't feel like a 660 for some reason. I don't know why. It's weird. I haven't had an HVC. I don't know, for some reason they haven't caught my attention. Maybe it's because of I think that, what is it, that broadleaf that everybody's like, damn, that thing's horrible. But I hear like the hot cakes or whatever is okay. Uh, we'll see. So many cigars, man. So many cigars. It's not a race to the finish, right? It's whoever enjoys most cigars before the finish line. So maybe I'll pick it up. But you know what I find funny is that for us, like, I think for most people here in the US, it's like it's kind of like Cuban cigars are like the unattainable, right? So we're always in search for them and shit like that. And then you got guys like my boy Realm. He's in Dubai, and then he wants to try fucking New Worlds, and then he's got like a collection of banger fucking Cubans, and I'm like, dude, you have like fucking phenomenal cigars out there. He's like, no, I want to try New Worlds, and I'm like, I want to try fucking Cubans. Like, what the fuck? It's like it's always that thing you can't get that draws your attention, right? I'm like, you're not missing out on anything, bro. Like, what any cigar you get out of your humidor, out of your Cuban collection, it's gonna be a lot better than whatever New World you pick up. But I get it. I mean, I don't know what his financial standing is, but to have a nice new world here and there, or for a daily, I guess you can find a nice cigar that you want to smoke, which I think is what his intention is. For us, it's more like of a collection thing of Cubans, right? We want to find the ones that we like and start amassing the collection. So, but it's so funny that fucking going through loops, and it's crazy because if you think so, Cubans are expensive here. New Worlds are super expensive out in the Middle East, bro. Like they're like triple the price. My boy's paying like $120 for a Perdomo. Like that's insane, dude. Like I was like, are you fucking kidding me, dude? And the fucking the white Churchill is like $5 more. And I'm like, just get a fucking white Churchill, man. Like, crazy, crazy, crazy. But it is what it is. Everybody can smoke whatever they want and explore whatever brands, right? The HVC 500. Okay. So I want to try the HVC 500. Camping Cigar is saying that the fresh out of the oven's good. And then I want to try the hotcakes. So I'm going to try those three. So I'm going to look out for those three HVCs. And I think the hotcakes come in a nice little Rothschild. So I like those. Yeah, dude. Yeah, fucking $10 AJ Fernandez, right? I don't know. I guess people, get bored of that profile and they want to explore other stuff, but I don't know. I think it's just because, you always want that thing you can't get, right? It's like a unicorn. But dude, why do they put so much fucking glue in these bands? Gotta slide it out because it's all ripped down. Ah, fucking ripped. But yeah, Steven, yeah, so you might want to try this one. Maybe like one or two cigars, one or two sticks. But like I said, if you want to pick up the Maduro tomorrow and Lancero, phenomenal smoke, bro. Phenomenal. So fucking windy here. It's moving my tarps. Um, the Gurkha. Shit, dude. There's like one Gurkha that I like, and it's not the one that DC sent me. Right? Bring some fucking Newports, some Camel Crush. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. But it's supply and demand again, right? Supply and demand. So at the country of origin, I don't think so, dude. Well, at least not in Honduras, which if you guys remember when we had Bessie on the Stogie Society podcast, she said she doesn't buy cigars there because they're so expensive. So I don't know. Again, in everywhere else in the world but the US, if you any cigar smoker, they smoke Cuban cigars. For them, a cigar is a Cuban cigar. They don't know nothing about this new world stuff, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy, bro. Like I'm serious. Like I was in Guadalajara talking to my fucking waiter at a place, and I saw that there were 'cause I saw they were smoking cigarettes, right? So I'm like, hey, you can smoke in here? He's like, yeah. He's like, I'll be right back. Fucking went to go grab my cigars, lit one up. He's like, oh, you smoke cigars? I was like, yeah. He's like, oh, that's cool. I smoke cigars too. And I was like, oh, cool. What do you smoke? Fucking starting throwing out these fucking Monty number 2, you know, Romeo y Julieta fucking Coronas, all this shit. And I'm like, oh, have you heard of this? It's like, oh no, those are Dominican, Nicaraguan, whatever, right? And I'm like, yeah. Like, oh no, we don't smoke that here. Like, we smoke like, you know, anybody you ask, we smoke like our cigars are like Cuban. It's crazy, dude. Like, they got Casa del Habano in downtown Guadalajara. They have 2 other uh B&Ms in which they have, you know, cigars. They're all Cuban. They have, even Casa del Habano has like 5 to 10% inventory of New Worlds now, just because people are getting kind of curious about it in other places of the world. Um, but yeah, I find it so interesting that, you know, that's what they smoke, bro. They smoke Cubans. That's what it is. And I'm just like, all right, that must be nice, you know. And they're not like us, where like we smoke 1, 2 cigars a day. They smoke 2, 3 cigars a week. You know, for them it's like it's a real ritual. It's like, you know, on my day off or after a hard work, you know, at the you know, coming home in the evening, they indulge in that ritual, man. It's like a reward thing for them. So, you know, because you know, most people you know, they have like, you know, blue collar salaries, right? White collar salaries, whatever. They're, you know, they're part of the workforce for one. He even mentioned that, you know, he goes to like 7-Eleven where they have Mexican puros, um and they're a fraction of the price, right? He's like, nah, I'll smoke these, you know, like, you know, when I'm in a budget, this and that. And I'm like, all right, makes sense, dude. So I kicked down the guy with like a few sticks. I'm like, you know, try these, bro. You know, I don't know if you're gonna be able to get them here or ship them out here, but yeah, you know, that's the reality, man, and it's crazy. Cigar Whisperer on Instagram, what's up, bro? Good morning. Let us know what you're smoking. We got my boy DC in the house. What's up, DC? Alex, ¿qué pasa, señor? Buenos días. I'm smoking the Mi Havana, the Reserva from Raul, the light shade. Just talking about you, bro. The light shade Belicoso. I don't know if you're gonna be able to pull up tomorrow. We're gonna go check out his event, or actually, it's not his, right? It's El Monty PD. But I was telling the guys how much I enjoy, or I used to enjoy. I don't have any. Haven't been there in a while. I enjoy their Maduro house blends. Phenomenal, man. The Lancero, I love it. Um, but yeah, man. Hopefully you can make it mañana. Quality over quantity. I don't want 30 factory smokes. I take a single QD50, and that's what it is. You know. Um, yeah. I mean, I quickly passed by, you know, Casa Lavano. I didn't get to really meet, like, let's say, a what do you call it? Like, let's say like a guy that you can tell like has like a nice, he's set up, right, like a cool bank account. Like, I don't know, I didn't ask, but regular people, they smoke 2 to 3 times a day. That's it. A week. I'm sorry, a week. And that's saying that's kind of like overestimating. And then they're all Cuban cigars. And I bet they carry fucking banger fucking Cuban cigars, right? And they want the fucking New Worlds. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. It's just like, you know, women with curly hair, they always want to fucking straighten out their hair. And vice versa. The girls with straight hair, they want to get the perm, they want to get the curls, and I'm like, and we're never satisfied with what we have. Like we want to fucking go out and get what we don't have, right? Lust. Tactical Puff on Instagram says, I had a Trinidad the other day. Great smoke. From my personal experience, they are not very consistent. Then again, it just depends. You know, we mentioned already that there was a period of production down there in Cuba where most cigars have a longer sick period. Um, there's some construction issues, yes, but there's also construction issues in Dominicans, Nicaraguans. You know, it's a handmade product, bro. Like to me, it's not even a science. It's like a game of guessing, bro. Like grab a bunch of leaves, boom, 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 wrap them together, and let's hope that it has a nice draw. You know what I mean? Because it's not like it's not like actual science where like, oh, let me put these leaves in a strategic pattern so that I can maximize airflow, the draw on a cigar, right? It's not like that. It's fucking bunching up leaves, boom, 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 and let's hope that it smokes good. You know, obviously those guys are super experienced. You know, for them, you know, that's their trade. It's just about being good at your craft, like whatever you do. You know, you deal with fucking project management. You already know the the items that are gonna become an issue down the line, so you want to address those first thing, right? Because you don't want to waste time on your project, right? You could apply it to whatever, you know. Um, but yeah, it is what it is. Matt, you're gonna get a package, bro. Flashlight. Exactly. Better to think about cigars, especially from Cuba and cosechas, a small batch. There's good years and bad years. Exactly. And it goes with, you know, across the board. I say it goes across the board. Um, yes, I've had draw issues with Cubans, but I've had draw issues with New Worlds as well. So it is what it is. Julio, buenos días, señor. How is that Alex Glez Principes for you? And Alex is actually here, so you can. I was actually talking to Alex the other day, or yesterday, you know, talking about his blends, and I was like, dude, I haven't heard any like bad thing, or not bad thing, but like I haven't heard anybody that hasn't enjoyed your cigars. They either like them or really like or really love them. You know, they're great cigars, man. Fucking phenomenal cigars. Um, I know a bunch of people in the Cud have got them. Bunch of people in the Smoke Out Lounge I got them. So that's good, man. We appreciate a good cigar. You know, great profile, great construction. Um, yeah, bro, that shit doesn't count. Fucking cig weed. DC, not too late. I bet you'd be great. Yeah, they're priced perfect, bro. Their price is just money. It's good. It's perfectly priced. It's a good cigar, and I think it's priced right at the point where like it could even be a daily cigar for you, you know, or like a 2 to 3 times a week cigar. You know, it's a cigar that you can pick up and enjoy mostly every time. You know, if you're gonna be in the mood for that profile, because it's a very, I would say it's a very how should I put this? Not aggressive, very approachable cigar, you know, and the mellow to medium for the lighter blends, and then the other ones they're different, right? The darker ones. But yeah, Lancero's phenomenal, dude. Yes. Tried it last night. Yeah. But it might be my biased opinion, you know. I don't know. Yes, sir. He sells them direct too. Like he's got his own he's got his own site. So, you know, just go to his site. He has them. That fucking place in Louisiana Collective or something like that. They have them. Obviously, there's more offerings at Alex's place. There's like these samplers where like you can try a few of each. I think that's a good idea. If you haven't, tried them, right? And yeah, I think they just got them too, right? So small batch. Unfortunately, if you're in California, you're gonna pay the California tax, so it doesn't really work well for us. But anywhere else, yeah. And the same thing happens with that place I was talking about, Perfect Cigar Blend. They got their fucking huge store here in Sherman Oaks. You know, they ship their cigars out of there, and and you buy online. You're in California, you pay that fucking tax, which is why, you know, I had Matt loop them to me. Paid what, like $5 for the shipping label. $5 for the shipping label instead of 60 for the tobacco tax. You know, you got $50 there. That's another fucking 5 cigars. You know, we gotta do guy math here. Thinking cigars. You know, like when you're ordering and you're at 89.99 and it's free shipping for 99 and over orders, what do? You grab another 5 pack. You know, it's gonna be 120, but you get free shipping. So you're saving yourself money, right? What's up, Swift Blends on Instagram? Good morning, bro. Because you know our women do that all the time, right? Like, nah, man. I actually got them on sale because this and that. Like, so I saved money. No, you didn't. You spend more money. You know, we should have a whole show like on one of our podcasts where like we talk about the whole husband wife dynamic. You know, of how they complain about us ordering, you know, our stuff. Not only cigars, but you know, we order a lot of stuff, right? Like I myself like electronics, fucking gear, gun stuff. You know, they complain, but then the next day you see a fucking stack of Amazon boxes here for them, and it's like it's okay for them, but for us it's like always gotta, nag at us and stuff. Like shit. I don't know. It's a long-term battle, I guess. Maybe Tiff can kind of shed some light on us. I know that she would, she doesn't tell her guy anything, right? Because she smokes cigars. But be interesting to know if her guy smokes cigars too. Yeah, Julio, I'm in the same boat, bro. By the way, Julio, I'm gonna be in your part of town next weekend on Saturday. So let me know if you got some space in the evening so we can go smoke a cigar at Puro Humo. Is that what it's called? Puro Humo, that cigar lounge there in Bakersfield. Um, I'd love to meet you in person, bro, and chop it up. Let me know. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But I do gotta tell you one thing that actually worked towards my advantage of one of the pet peeves that my lady has is she's a like a clean freak. Uh she's into organization big time, right? Her and her mom are like that. So she's been kind of telling me, why do you have 3 4 humidors? Why don't you have one big one? And I was like, that's a great suggestion, I know there's one brand called Racine. They have a pretty solid size one. And then her mom came over last time and she said the same thing. And I was like, oh, your mom agrees too. I'm in. I mean, but I just haven't told her the price yet. So, we'll see how that goes. Bro, but your girl is like supportive of your hobby, I think, or is it more of like just hanging out with the guys thing? Uh Get me on Good Morning America, bro. Now we're talking. What's up, compa? Me has to either give her money for the equal amount and spend. Yeah, exactly right. Spoiling them back, and obviously, she spends her, she gets what she wants to, and she gets. I got to get her nice things as well, but I don't know. I think it's just a woman thing. And I had the same issue, like, oh, you're on your virtual again. You're doing this, you're doing that, and I'm like, you need to find a hobby. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and when you're ready to pull the trigger on that, you know who to reach out to, right? I was actually talking to him on Discord the other day, or we were all together, and he said he can put in a good word for anybody that wants to get one, so that'll be phenomenal. Very supportive. I'm lucky. Yes, sir. Yeah, you know, uh, we're not as lucky as you to have a basement where you can, acclimate your cigars. uh nicely. Here in Cali, it's it's a thing with the with summer. So I wish I could have that. For us, it would either, to have like a separate storage room or something like that, you know, an extra room in the house, because the garage is out of the question right here in Cali. No, unless you acclimate it, at that point, it's like building your own fucking cigar lounge humidor type of thing. Epicure868 says on Instagram, you can refurbish a walk-in closet or build a proper cabinet for the price of that Racine. Yes, you could. You could. If you're handy, you don't want to fucking. If you contract somebody out, that's 10 grand right there. Mm-hmm. Racines are nice way to keep your cigar to the point, but they're expensive. Yeah, they're expensive. But I think they're so. You know, it's like the whole it's like a 50-50 thing where, like, if you don't care about the aesthetics of your cigar storage, you go with Tupper doors. And like, say Peter, he has a basement, that's perfect. Out of mind, out of sight, right? But say for us that we keep our storage is kind of like part of like our living space. You want something that's like aesthetically pleasing, right? Like a nice fridge electric humidor. Um so yeah, I think something nice is the way to go if you're gonna keep that. You don't want fucking stacks of Tupper doors next to your fucking love seat, right? I know, right? Instead of the Racine, get two new money. Yeah, those are awesome too. But I think it's the for me, it's like they just want to see one huge cabinet. That's it. So I agree. Those are nice. If I had a walk-in closet. Hey, Peter, you're a public figure, bro. Your stash is already out there on the tube. I'm sure all your friends have seen what you have, bro. They know. We know. I think everybody knows, bro. So everybody wants. I think you should throw a fucking uh a party, bro, and just invite all of us. We'll go raid your shit. Oh, damn, really, bro? I thought you were closer to Bakersfield for some reason. Oh, wait, did I say Bakersfield? No, I'm gonna be in Fresno. Shit, my bad. I'm gonna be in Fresno. You're in Fresno, right? Fresno, my bad. I'm gonna be in Clovis, Fresno area. I don't know why I say Bakersfield. That's why I mentioned that cigar place. I think it's like the nicest one there in Fresno or Clovis. I don't know. There's two, right? I don't remember. Puro Humo or whatever. Everyone knows Peter is bathing in Dumbarton, like DuckTales. DuckTales. Woo woo. Ah, yeah, bro. That is one of my pet peeves, man. And I think it's everybody's pet peeve, right? We always got those guys. Even worse, dude. I got this homie. We're all smoking cigars, right? And it's at my fiance's family house. You know, I always take cigars. Her brother-in-law's got some cigars. He's a periodic smoker. But we got this one homie that's so fucking undecisive. Um, we're like, all right, bro, we already ate. You know, we have some drinks. We're gonna light up a cigar. Would you like a cigar? He's like, oh yeah, nah, I'm cool. We're fucking smoking, you know, halfway through. Hey, yo, can I get a cigar? And we're like, didn't we just fucking tell you like an hour ago we're gonna smoke cigars and you're barely fucking lighting up a cigar, dude? And then he only finishes a third of it. So that's like even worse, dude. Fucking guy. And you know he gets a fucking lip full from me because fuck that. Oh, Stockton. Well, Stockton is pretty close to Fresno, right? Where's that? Let me see. Stockton. Why did I write stick? Oh, you're in Stockton is up there. Where the fuck is Fresno at? I mean, oh yeah, it's quite a drive. Yeah. To Fresno. Oh yeah, it's still a 2 hour drive, bro. Yeah. All right. Well, then it'll have to be when you come down here then. Unless you're in that area, you know. Scottsdale. I was just there for spring training. I do the decoy humidor for the norms. Pick anything out of this one. Yeah, I call that the community tupper door. You know, just pick whatever you want from there. What, cigar camping? Yeah, I think we all have that fucking. What's up, Eric? Connoisseur Cigars. Good morning, bro. I think we all have that community tupper door where like here, just these are just good cigars. You know, and it's just that I get it. You know, they want to fit in. They want to chop it up with the homies and shit. But like, you know, again, you know, like Peter, I have no issue sharing. It's just like, you know, when it's gonna go to waste, it's like, what for, right? Give them the factory smokes. Yeah. Good morning, Eric. What's up, man? What are you smoking? Yeah, community tupper door. Exactly. It's for the community of not serious cigar smokers. bro. But the fucking paperback cigars are bangers. What are you talking about? They're older than me. In the shadows. Yeah, those guys are gonna go out there, right? Good for them, man. Hey, you know what? I hope that that their project is successful. You know, I think most of us were part of that group at one time, and you know, there's a good group of guys in there. Um, it's just, you know, it's not for everybody. That's all I'm gonna say. Not for everybody, but more power to them, bro, for having their own blend and making it out of the Dominican Republic alive, right? Because that was a nice show to see. Yeah, exactly, bro. But yeah, man. With that, I'm good to wrap it up. Busy day for me today. Busy weekend, actually. Uh, got the event tomorrow. My fiance's gonna go try. Uh, gonna go try on her dress. She's gonna have dress fittings for the wedding, for her wedding dress tomorrow. So I'm gonna be smoking cigars with the guys. You know, today I got fucking haircut appointment, Cairo appointment. I gotta run errands. So yeah. Oh fuck yeah. Well, we know you're just gonna rebrand that Robina from Alex. Which, by the way, that's that's only a Asian market release. So if you guys, I'm pretty sure everybody that got them maybe already asked. I don't know if you didn't. Uh, if you're gonna publish that cigar, just make sure it's Asian market available only. Um, just because I think that's like the contract thing. Um, Dibs, this guy. Yeah, I hadn't smoked it yet because of the whole uh legal aspect behind it. You know, because that was the first cigar I noticed when Alex sent the pack. I was like, wait the fuck up. Why does it say fucking Robanas on here? You know, and and right away I asked Alex, and he's like, oh yeah, dude, that's only available for Asia. You know, this and that. It's not released here, and blah blah blah. And I was like, all right, well, I'm not even gonna. If you notice, you go back to my short. I didn't even show it in my video because I didn't want any, you know, I didn't want to have any issues. But yeah, all right, for sure. Yeah, but yeah, I got the green light from him to smoke it and review it and just make sure that you say it's uh Asia market for now, right? All right, man. Thanks for tuning in. Hair whack, back crack, get it done. Yes, sir. Got to pamper yourself, right? We're not 17 anymore, bro. We got to fucking maintain our bodies. But yeah, man. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great rest of your Friday. If you guys are available, if you're in the Smoke Out Lounge, we're gonna smoke tonight at 7 p.m. California time. If you're not in there, if you want to participate, shoot me a DM on Instagram. I'll shoot you the invite to the Discord. And yeah, that's it. Yeah, exactly. I'm getting old, bro. Getting old. It sucks. Don't do it.
Thanks for tuning in today. Hope you had some fun and smoked a great cigar. Let's keep the good vibes going all weekend long.
Who go smoke a sis out, gonna let the day begin. Don't forget to sub and like to always bring you cheer. Who goes smokes is out, gonna let the day begin. Don't forget to sub and like to always bring you cheer.
Thanks for tuning in today. Hope you had some fun and smoked a great cigar. Let's keep the good vibes going all weekend long.
Hugo Smokers is out, gonna let the day begin. Don't forget to sub and like to always bring you cheer.